Hey guys, it's Astro here. Back on today's video, I'll be going over how to start a successful team in 2020. Something I'll be going over is how to successfully grow all socials and not just one. Please watch to the end as I will be giving very valuable information through the entire video. Whatever socials you want to grow mainly, comment below and I'll make a separate video directly for that topic. Now without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Before you start making your team, you need to keep a couple things in your mind. The first step is what you want your team name to be. This is probably one of the most important things to think about. Even if you're a small team trying to grow huge attention, you need a good and unique name. There is thousands of insane names to make for a team. What you want to keep in the back of your head/mind is creating one that's original. If your name is not original, then it will be hard to find your team because most likely there will be a team larger than yours with that name. The next thing you want to do is make a professional and creative logo. If you want to be a successful team from the start, you must have an appealing logo that's linked to your name. Speaking from experience, if you create a really unprofessional logo, like for example, finding one from Google, then your team will not be as successful. Make sure you have a little bit of knowledge on what you're doing, then contact a graphic designer and have them give you some advice you need for your logo. Notice that you can get graphic designers to do it for free sometimes, but you must give them some benefits. You then want to proceed with socials for your team and platforms, and try to avoid using underscores or dots. Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Discord. Those are the main platforms you should focus on when starting a team. Focusing on one social will not allow your team to be successful. For example, making your team based on one platform will have your team getting around 1K followers, as opposed to growing every social. You'll rack in loads of followers and be known in no time. Now we'll go more in depth on how to grow your teams on platforms. The first social we're going over is Instagram. I will go over probably the most popular way to grow. The tip is hashtags. No, I'm not telling you guys the right hashtags on your posts. I'll be teaching you how to promote your team through other people's hashtags on their posts. For example, I'll go to the hashtag Fortnite clips, which is a very popular hashtag related to Fortnite. Then I will go to the recent posts. I'll start liking all the posts. This is to get the player to see that the team is actually viewing them and liking their content. This will get them to have motivation to grind for you because you're showing your interest first. Then they will proceed to DM you saying they are grinding and potentially following you. I'll finally be going over how to make an automatic message. This is very simple. First, message a random person in DMs and make sure it's a primary DM. This won't work for general. Don't actually send anything, but just start typing. You'll see a speech bubble on the right side. Click this and create a message associated with the number. Then you can just type in the number and the paragraph will show up. After you're done, you can test this out. For example, I picked number 1 as my number. I typed 3 in the speech bubble and the paragraph showed. Then send it to the grinder DMing you and you're done. This is a learning course of Instagram. I hope you learned a lot. If you enjoyed, comment Instagram below and I will make another video going deeper on Instagram social. Now I'll be going over YouTube. YouTube is very simple. There's no secret steps. If your team is going to upload on YouTube, you need to upload consistently and make sure all the content you produce is very high quality. If from the start you upload clips that are not edited professionally, then your team will not attract as much grinders. But if you don't have consistent posts, grinders will see that and it will be a huge turn on. So the two big things is consistency and quality. If both of those methods are followed, your team will be successful. So starting with Discord. Starting off on Discord, it's very easy, but as I said, make sure you have a foundation on other socials. There are a couple things you need to do before you start promoting your Discord. Make sure you have the server logo and setup looking nice. Then you want to make different channels like I have on AC. In another video, I can have a tutorial on how to do this.
After your server is set up, it's time to get your name out there. The best and most popular way to grow your team is the scrim servers. Promoting on different scrim server with different regions would be getting you a lot more DMs from people saying they want to join. Some scrim servers to look up is Atlanta Scrims, which have multiple regions for every server. Mayhem Customs. There are many more where you can find easy. One example is if I promote with the paragraph on Team Recruiting channel. I will show you an example of what we wrote. So I will continue with Twitter. Growing on Twitter is probably one of the hardest. You need to be tweeting out daily, making sure the tweets get your community to interact, meaning getting people to comment by tweeting or tagging their friends. For an example, whoever comments the most gets recruited or tag a friend who wants to join AC. This will make people to look at your page.
If someone that knows about you tags someone that doesn't, that would be another person that finds out about your team and will follow. Another good way to find out what bigger teams do is, don't copy them, but use them as inspiration. Alright, that's all the socials we'll be going over in today's video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really means a lot and helps us insanely. Please comment which social you found out most interesting, or a social we didn't talk about today. I'll be reviewing the requests and we'll be making a separate video on that. Peace out and AC on top.